Rhythm 101, Lesson 9. Well, I've got my Caribbean colors on. That must mean only one thing. We're going to play some conga. Now, these drums hail from the Caribbean, and they're very versatile because they sit up pretty well on their own because of their barrel shape. You'll remember that they also have a thicker skin. That's going to allow two things. One, it's going to allow us to get a nice definitive pitch. They also can be played with sticks or mallets because of that thicker skin, whether you're using a synthetic or a natural skin. Sticks and mallets are typically okay on the conga. Now, let's talk about this name, conga. You go down to the Caribbean, they refer to these drums as the tumbadoras, or tambores, depending on where you're from. In Cuba, tumbadoras. Here we call it a conga. It's a general name. But even when we say conga, we definitely want to make sure that we're pronouncing it correctly. Conga has a long O. So what I tell folks is pretend you're saying ice cream cone and then add a GA to the end of it. So conga. We don't want to say conga or kunga. These are mispronunciations of the name of this drum. All right, there you go. A little bit of an introduction. Let's check out some history of the conga. All right, let's take a look at a little bit of the history. I believe anytime you play a drum, you should know a little bit of something about its past, and that helps you understand its usages, both in a cultural context as well as how it's used today. Now, depending on who you talk to, different historians have different possibilities for how these drums came about, and the countries that inspired them. One possibility is that the folks from the Congo, the slaves from the Congo, were brought to Cuba, and with them they brought their makuta drums. In fact, a lot of folks believe that the word conga is sort of a feminine derivative of the word Congo. The Bantu people from the Congo also have a wonderful word in Conga that I like because it means belly button or umbilical cord. So I like to think that these drums, the congas, are sort of birthed out of Africa. And so that's a nice possibility as well. Other folks believe that the Yoruba people brought the bembe drum to Cuba, and that these drums are sort of inspired from those drums as well. As a matter of fact, today when we play the rhythms of bembe, we often do use modern-day congas. Hey, if you're a research geek like I am, you might want to go ahead and check out the work of Fernando Ortiz online. He's written some great books, as well as my buddy Nolan Warden, who's an up-and-coming ethnomusicologist in the field. And on his website, that should be listed right down there, you can find a really great article that he wrote for Percussive Arts Society. All right, there's a little bit of history about the conga. Let's go ahead and start playing. So let's talk about playing the conga. Even in this short demonstration, you probably noticed that there are some other technical possibilities that can be applied to this drum. But for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and stick with the techniques, the hand dances that we've covered so far. Build upon those. So all the rhythms we're going to play are either designed for this hand over hand, or I've simply adapted the rhythm to accommodate that style. We're also going to play the basses and the tones and the strokes and stick with the ones we've covered so far. Now, one of the things that you saw me doing was this heel-toe technique, very, very popular in a lot of basic conga rhythms. If you want to learn more about that, I definitely recommend that you check out Ariel Weisberger's course at musictherapyed.com, Beyond La Bomba. There's also an online course that I like very much, a great resource by the great conga teacher and player Michael Spiro, and that URL is right down there, www.congamasterclass.com. Okay. We're going to be doing some single drums and some double drum rhythms. Let's go ahead and get started with a single drum rhythm from Puerto Rico. All right, let's start with a basic rhythm. This one comes from Puerto Rico, and it's called bomba. You know the dance bomba. Well, this is the rhythm bomba. Now, traditionally in Puerto Rico, the bomba would be played on barrel drums, a little bit larger drums that were played by the early slaves that were brought there from the Ashanti people in Ghana. Today, the bomba, of course, is played typically on conga. I like it. We're going to play what is considered a standard rhythm for boleador, the lower drum that just keeps the part going. We're going to do a little bit of a variation to encompass a couple of different parts onto one part. We're going to go ahead and continue with Baba's language as well. So that'll help us say it before we play it. Here we go. Gun, ta, do, go, gun, ta, do, go, gun, ta, do, go, gun. You'll also notice that bomba has our 3 plus 3 plus 2 in it. So here we go. Let's take it over the shoulder and let's play some bomba. So on this rhythm, as well as the others, we're going to be using our slap number 2. That's that slap that's cupped and sticks onto the skin. So, here we go. Bomba. Gun, ta, do, go, gun, ta,